Okay. All right, welcome to the campus of Liberty North High School in Liberty, Missouri for tonight's ESPN 3 Big Monday Girls matchup between Liberty North High and Good evening and welcome. I'm Brock Newmeyer, joined alongside my partner, the Iron Eagle, Garrett Lynn. We'll bring you all tonight's game action live here on ESPN 3.
That's right, Brock. We have a great matchup here tonight between two conference opponents in the St. Joe Central Indians and the Liberty North Eagles.
Garrett, let's get right to the keys to victory tonight for both the Indians and the Eagles.
For the Eagles, the keys are get the ball inside. They need to play inside out and get great looks. Second, they need to impose their will, shut down St. Joe's inside game, and don't let players like Lauren Iman get going. And finally, they need to attack the zone. They've struggled with it all season long, but that'll help them get those great open looks.
And if St. Joe is to win tonight's game, here are their keys to victory. They need to initiate zone. The Eagles have struggled so far against the zone, and if they keep Emma Perry from making threes, it gives the Indians a good chance to win. 2, they need to be physical. Eagles have a lot of size, and they can't be intimidated by the Eagles' strength. 3, they need to play fast. They need to use their speed to their advantage and get out in transition. Both these teams are full of good players. Now let's take a look at the players to watch. First, for the home team, Liberty North.
Leading the way for the Eagles is number 11, senior Jamie Jackson. Jackson last week in the second round of the Great Pac tournament tied the school record for most points in a game with 29. She had a great 3 games, earning her all-tournament team honors, and the Eagles hope to ride her hot streak to victory tonight.
Jamie for sure had herself a fantastic week last week. Now for the opposing team, the St. Joe Central Indians. They are led by number 24, Lauren Iman. Lauren had a great Liberty North tournament, and the Indians hope to follow her lead to victory tonight. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for each team. Starting with the Eagles. The Eagles start number 11, Jamie Jackson. She's a senior. We talked about her. She's the player to watch. Number 12, Gabby Burns, also a senior. Number 32, the shooter, Emma Perry, as a junior. Junior, number 40, Rachel Spainauer, great rebounder. And number 30, a good big inside, Maddie Niemeyer.
And heading into the St. Joe Central starting lineup, we have number 12, junior Emma Verjaska. Number 10, sophomore guard/forward Ella Moody. Her sister, number 23, senior guard/forward Gracie Moody. Number 5, junior Natalie Keller. And number 24, freshman Lauren Iman.
So Garrett, last week the Eagles went out and competed in the Ray Peck tournament. They went 2-3, unfortunately losing their first game and winning their next 2 in consolation. Jamie Jackson, like we said before, tied the school record in points. What can you expect out of Jamie tonight?
I expect Jamie to get a lot of looks for the Eagles, as I think a lot of their offense runs through her, and a lot of it is a lot of her teammates scoring comes from her driving in and kicking out. That's how Emma Perry gets a lot of open looks, how Maddie Niemeyer can get some easy buckets, and I think all of the Eagles' offense runs through Jamie Jackson.
Now, another thing to look at tonight is the Eagles and the Indians. You know, the Eagles are normally a big team, but Lauren Iman has a lot of size herself. It'll be interesting to see how their bigs like Maddie Niemeyer and Rachel Spainauer go up against Lauren Iman tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Maddie Niemeyer and Rachel are going to have to be great inside, as well as Katie Chester coming off the bench and not let Iman get going. She's one of their best players, averaging 6.3 points, and they can't let her get offensive boards or defense and try and keep her off the boards, as she has 4.9 rebounds, and that can limit her second chance points as well.
Now, we mentioned Lauren Iman in the intro. Another good player to watch for the Indians is sophomore, kind of surprising, number 10, Ella Moody.
Yeah, Moody leads is top 3 for the Indians in all 4 of the 5 major statistics, which is steals, points, rebounds, and assists. Moody averages the most on the team, grabs 3.5 rebounds a game, 2 assists, which is second on the team, and leads the team in steals with 2.2 a game. So she's really kind of a do-it-all player for them. And, with her being a sophomore and Lauren Iman being a freshman, they have a lot to look forward to.
Iman's a junior, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
As the Eagles are being announced here after their intro video plays, the atmosphere in the gym is getting a lot more excited. As you can hear the band playing, Maddie Niemeyer just introduced. We are about a minute away from tip-off here in the field house.
And with this being a Monday night game for both teams, they kind of got to bring their own energy. It's not a packed house like some Friday nights typically are. And St. Joe obviously is kind of used to it being a road team here, but North is going to have to bring their own energy without a huge crowd.
And this is a complete different atmosphere than the Eagles were playing Friday night as they head over to face their crosstown rival, the Liberty Blue Jays, where almost the whole city shows up.
Absolutely. It's packed every single year, great atmosphere, and hopefully it'll be a great game. I know it was last year, both times.
Most definitely. Now, as the teams are breaking from their huddle, last minute pregame speeches are being said. It's a cold night here in Liberty, Missouri. Now let's take it out to the tip-off. It'll be Lauren Iman versus number 40, Rachel Spainhour of the Eagles. Teams are fairly evenly matched size-wise. A little bit more height on the Eagles with the two bigs of Spainhour and Niemeyer.
Absolutely. They might try and get the ball inside early to whichever one Iman is not guarding.
Most definitely.
Which will probably be Spainhour.
That would be my guess.
Oh, and a travel to start.
Very early turnover there by Gabby Burns. Kind of awkward. It's all good.
Not what you want there, because not only did you get the jump ball, but now you lose the next one.
Most definitely.
Maybe not. I don't know what they're that's
saying.
What it should be, but looks according to the arrow, that is not what they're going to do.
Giving the Eagles the next possession.
Yeah.
Eagles start out in man-to-man.
Yeah, one thing Coach Rockers definitely is against, he does not believe in his zone very often. You'll see a lot of women's teams do that just because, I mean, the ball isn't shot well at the high school level. And
Emma Perry with the steal goes down, fast break layup, gets it to go. Emma
Great
Perry.
steal to start.
Emma Perry gets her first 2 points of the night here. Number 10, as the player we were just talking about, Ella Mooney, gets a shot. And
there's
Niemeyer,
a foul early on Iman.
Niemeyer had her boxed out, pushed in the back. Good call by the ref there.
Absolutely, and they cannot afford for Lauren Iman to get in foul trouble. She's their big inside presence, and they just don't have much size outside of her.
Exactly, Garrett. If they lose her, it'll be a lot easier for the Eagles to go inside early on and take advantage of their size with Niemeyer and Spainhour. They throw a little lob play to Niemeyer. Great pass. Maddie Niemeyer gets the 2 to go.
Gabby Burns with a great pass from the wing all the way to the block. Let's see if St. Joe can get something going here. They're down 4-0. They need something early.
Need to get all the momentum on the Eagle side here early on, getting the ball into Iman at the elbow. Good defense there by Niemeyer. Moody, their playmaker. Indians look a little lost on offense here. Not quite sure if they're in a passing cut or a continuous ball screen offense.
Oh, that'll be a foul.
Looked like a little bit of all ball there. We'll maybe see a replay.
Yeah, ball and shot like those when you're reaching over their back. Sometimes it's hard.
Oh.
But we won't. Not there. Refs seem to be discussing. I don't. They might have fixed the jump ball situation, what they did there.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they're discussing the foul call. And it doesn't appear that they were fixing the possession arrow. Heading to the line is number 23, Brianna Dudley. She gets the first one to rattle in. Dudley only, oh wait, this is actually number 23, Gracie Moody, sorry, senior. She gets second one to go.
She is the sister of junior, Ella Moody. Sophomore Ella Moody, whoops.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, good play there by the Eagles. A lot of ball screens. Setting up their shooter, Emma Perry, for 3. She gets it to go.
Great play there, great look. Catch, shoot. Emma Perry's one of the best in women's high school basketball at that, at least in Missouri.
Yeah, in the city. She's, I think, the 3rd or 2nd in three-point percentage. Great play drawn up there by Coach Rockers. Ball out on the wing. Penetration swung up to number 5.
Indians seem to be very stagnant. Oh, great play by Jamie Jackson. Gets a loose ball.
Oh, they call it a tie-up. Quick whistle there on the tie-up. Looked like the Eagles probably had possession of that.
Yeah. Great effort. Great hands, actually, by Jackson, and then diving on the floor to get there.
Most definitely. Let's take a look at the replay of Emma Perry's 3 ball. Gets it to go.
And St. Joseph's has not been able to get anything going so far. They got lucky with the foul call and then obviously took advantage with making both free throws, but have not gotten much.
St. Joe seems to be in a little, as a 3 ball is fired up there, no good. Looked like it hit the top of the backboard, no whistle. Great rebound by Niemeyer. Outlet to Perry.
Oh, looks to be trapped.
Brings it back. Eagles have numbers
Jackson
in transition. Euro step move, and a foul gets called. Great job in transition there by the Eagles.
Yeah, Jamie Jackson does a great job there of getting the ball and attacking, seeing that they have numbers after the double team on Perry.
7-2 here early in the first quarter. Jamie Jackson, first one up, gets it to go.
And we will have our first substitution as Iman is coming out with her second foul already.
That is a huge development here early in the game, as now the Eagles will definitely try and get the ball inside and take advantage of their size with Niemeyer and Spainauer.
Yeah, absolutely, and just 2.5 minutes into the first half, that's just not what you want.
Not if you're an Indians fan.
Especially from when basically your only girl with size advantage over the Eagles.
And the Indians struggles continue here early as they turn the ball over again, giving the ball right back to the Eagles. Jackson, the senior leader, bringing the ball up the floor. Swings it over to Niemeyer. Down screen for Jackson. Had a shot, didn't let it go. Gets the ball inside to Niemeyer. Good double move over left.
And got it.
Right shoulder. Good little dream shake there. Hakeem Olajuwon move. 4-2. Niemeyer with the early four. Her and Perry getting them going early. Good drive in there by the Indians. Unfortunately, that is a travel. Good penetration that time by the Indians, putting some pressure on the Eagles' defense.
Liberty North's really been able to shut down the Indians' offense so far, not letting them get anything going. The one pass they had into Iman, Jackson went and contested, and that led to the steal and run out by Perry.
Most definitely. It looks like...
Oh, good look.
Good look. Just not quite ready for the pass there, Spainauer. Good look by Jackson. But, Garrett, back to what you were saying, it looks like the Eagles are really speeding the Indians up early on. Looks like their guards are... the guards on the Eagles are doing a good job pressuring the guards by the Indians.
Yeah, the Indians just don't look comfortable in anything and not really sure. They seem unsure of what they're in.
Seen a mixture of maybe some traditional motion offense combined with a traditional roll replace.
Oh, and they're going to call tipped.
Baseline out of bounds here play. Screen the screener type action.
Oh,
Curl
good look.
The screen.
Ella Moody for two.
Great take there by Moody.
And I'm not sure if that was a read or design, but great job by Moody curling that rather than staying out in the three-point or beyond the arc.
That'll be a foul on number 5, Natalie Kelly.
And when your number 1 big is already out, you do not want your second big to pick up a foul 30 feet away from the basket.
Definitely, as the Eagles will send Niemeyer and Burns to the bench, bringing in junior Dylan Fancher and sophomore Katie Chester. Jackson's got numbers here. Passes it off to Chester. On dribble will be a travel. Chester had a good chance to score there after coming into the game within a few seconds. Yeah, forcibly traveled. Bringing the ball up now for the Indians. It's number 12, Emma Verdreska.
There's another good look. They seem to be getting something going there with the hit to the high post and then dribble handoff.
With Iman being out, Ella Moody is definitely going to be the player you're going to want to watch now in the first half. But here comes a similar play to the other inbounds they ran last time. This time didn't get the curl for Moody. Emma with the ball. Swings it back over to Moody. Over to Emma.
Little reset. There's the high post dribble handoff. Oh, Fancher almost gets a hand on it. Good take and charge.
Great job by Rachel Spainauer there, drawing the charge. In great position. Ella Moody staying aggressive early. That is her first foul. She can really not afford to pick up her second foul.
Absolutely not. This could get away from the Indians quick if both her and Iman are out for the rest of the half.
Most definitely. Jackson bringing the ball up the floor now. Just going with the 4-round one up top.
Flat screen there.
Flat ball screen. Jamie hits the cutter. Chester swings it out to Fancher.
Good look inside. Can't hold on.
Indians running in transition now. Fancher gets back. Moody with the left hand gets it to go. Huge bucket there for the Indians.
That's Moody's 4th point of their 6 already. And near the Eagles, you need to have more than a 4-point lead with Iman out of the more than half of the first quarter.
Surprised to see the Indians not going zone, as the Eagles' kind of kryptonite so far this year has been the zone defense, forcing them to shoot.
Good pass there, cross court, 3 ball, no good.
Number 12, Emma bringing it up again. Looks like they're going to slow it down, try and get into their offense again, probably get the ball to Moody. Refusal of the ball screen. Moody lets it go for 3, gets it to go. Moody is feeling it in the first quarter.
Great look, great shot. And that cuts it down just a 1-point lead. If you're Coach Boone for the Indians right now, you have got to be happy with where you're at.
Especially considering Iman out there. They've actually almost come back better since she's come out of the game. Jamie hits the back one on the 3 there. And looks like Spanauer turns it over. Moody with the ball again, trying to stay on the attack. Goes with the right hand, loses it. Are they going to say it was touched by the Eagles? They are.
Stay here.
Moody.
Niemeyer and Burns check back into the game with Perry and Spanauer checking out.
Here we go. They're running the same baseline out of bounds. They look at the Warrior spot in the corner, and Moody hits another 3.
Feeling it right now.
And we'll have a...
Coach Boone calls the timeout.
Interesting timeout there called by Coach Boone. Wouldn't be surprised if they're setting up a zone here.
Yeah, probably, or even a press.
Definitely. So early, I mean, Moody has 10 of the 12. She's tied the Eagles herself, and looks like she's going to be the Indians' go-to player tonight.
Absolutely. She's hit 2 threes already, and she's not one of their best three-point shooters, not even over 30%, but has hit both so far.
You can just tell watching her, she has good savvy on the court. And she's realizing she's hot. She's going to probably take the majority of the shots for the Indians down the stretch here.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with Iman out and not really having another threat so much to score. She's going to have to carry a lot of load.
Iman will be out for most likely the remainder of the first half. Some coaches like to get them in there in situations where they won't be put in a position to foul.
And here's a rare lineup for the Eagles where Katie Chester and Maya Niemeyer do not typically play together, but they will be here.
A little too high, a little box look setting here for the Eagles, maybe trying to isolate the post. Cross screen, gets it into Niemeyer right away. She's got 2 people on her, goes up, gets the bucket to go anyway.
Left hand.
That's Niemeyer's 3rd bucket here in the early going. She has half the Eagles' points, and that ties the game up at 12. Moody staying on the attack with the right-handed floater, doesn't get it to go. Good rebound by Burns, staying strong.
Moody can't afford to pick up her foul there.
That would be a bad second foul, 94 feet away from the basket. Back into Niemeyer. Back around with the left hand, doesn't get that one to go. Fights for the offensive rebound. That'll be a tie-up. Possession will stay with the Eagles.
That's our second jump ball already.
Here in the first quarter, 1:09 left. 4-low look here for the Eagles on the baseline out of bounds.
Good tip out.
Good tip by 14 there. Charlie's Broden.
Foul call, number 42,
Katie Chester picks up her first foul there, team 3rd foul. And Charlize will be at the line, shooting 2. Off the front iron on the first one. Broden at the line, shooting her 2nd of 2.
And
Shot is up.
100% sure if this is true, but I believe number 14 and number 1 for the Indians are twins, as they're both freshmen and have the same last name.
That's a good assumption there.
Yep.
G-Lynn. Got Niemeyer out. Giving a chance for Jackson to isolate. Swings it over to Fancher. Good one more pass to Chester in the corner.
Good.
Gets it to go. Great offense there by the Eagles. Getting it to multiple sides of the floor and good quick ball movement.
Oh, and Gavin Burns gets the steal all by herself.
And it's to go. Great defense there by Burns in the full court.
Kind of decided to do a one-woman press there.
That ball's tipped.
It.
Ooh, it'll stay in favor of the Indians. We have senior Braylon Cowan checking in for Jamie Jackson.
Bro, I was just on the screen.
Moody taking the ball out. Gets it into number 30, Avery Barber.
Indians will probably hold for the last shot here. Can't imagine anything else.
.18 seconds left remaining. Ella Moody looking like she might try and get the last shot herself. We are under 10 seconds now. Moody refuses the ball screen, swings it over. That'll be out of bounds. Eagles ball with 4.3 seconds remaining.
We'll see what they do here. Try to get a quick one up or just try and heave it.
They've got enough time probably to get a decent look at least.
They got time for 3 dribbles.
Katie
Smart
rolls it.
decision. Goes to Katie.
Chester 2, 1, lets it fly, not
Won't
gonna
get
draw.
there. And no horn.
All right, now that is the end of the first quarter as the Eagles lead the Indians by a score of 17-13. We'll be right back after this break with ESPN 3 Big Monday Basketball.
Please welcome your Liberty North High School cheerleaders.
Welcome back to Liberty, Missouri and ESPN 3 Big Monday. We start the second quarter with the Eagles leading 17-13, but before we came back, the Indians got a bucket, and the score now is 17-15, as we are picking you up right in the action as the Eagles turn the ball.
Brock, number 24 for the Indians. Lauren Iman will check back in with 2 fouls already.
They go right to her and ties the game up. Eagles now, their main focus for the first couple minutes of the second quarter needs to be getting her third foul. Niemeyer already has 6 points, is proven to be on her game tonight. They need to attack Iman right now.
Jackson open for
Get the ball to her, try and get her a third.
Good move by
left shoulder. Looked like a lot of contact. Surprised she's not playing a little bit more non-aggressive defense.
Yeah. Surprised she's not more on span hour than Niemeyer. And Maddie's saying that ball got blocked, which it sure looked like it was either a block or a foul. But they're going to reward the Indians with the ball. Not really sure how that happened, but
referees had a better angle of it than we did. Absolutely. We'll just have to trust what they saw.
Niemeyer might have tipped it out of bounds. We don't know.
Good at full court pressure there by Burns.
Nebraska gets the ball up the court.
They're going right back into Iman on Niemeyer. And Niemeyer forces her to go out of bounds and throw a pass. That doesn't make it across. Jackson's back in the game now for the Eagles. She got a nice little 40-second break at the end of the first quarter.
Coach Rock maybe stealing minutes there, letting her sit a little longer.
Most definitely, as she's going to be needed, obviously, down the stretch. They go into Niemeyer. Looks like they're going to double team her now. Ooh, aggressive play by Iman. I know she gets the jump ball there, and
although the Eagles will maintain possession, that does help the Indians out in the long run, but could have picked up her third foul very easily there, and I'm surprised how aggressive she's still playing.
Most definitely, but Coach Rockers just made a great point to Niemeyer. She needs to chin that ball.
And that pass goes out of bounds. No one touches it.
Complete opposite start from the end of the first quarter to the start of the second quarter. All the momentum's on the Eagles side. It is completely flipped to the Indians.
Absolutely, and you wanted to see the Eagles carry that over some of the good start they had, but
you can see.
Oh, that's going to be offensive foul.
As I was saying, you can definitely see, though, the difference having Iman in the game makes.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
even though she only has 2 points, she's just a difference. Niemeyer, it's not as easy for her right now to get the ball inside and just score.
And that's already the second offensive foul that Rachel Spanhauer has drawn. She's a great defender for them. Not much of a scoring presence, but definitely one of their best defenders.
She's one of the players, Geelan, that just knows her role and does it to the best of her ability. Great pass there by Jackson, as that'll draw a foul. Ooh. A little emotion showed there by Niemeyer. She looks a little fired up out there.
She'll have 2 free throws here to get herself to 8 points possibly.
Niemeyer started off the season doing not very well at the line, but she has made 8 out of her last 11 free throws. And make that 9 of her last 12. She's really worked on it after practice and before practice, just getting to the line, because she knows she's going to be at the line a lot, playing inside a lot, and she just knows that those are points her team's going to need to win the game.
And that's one of the hardest things sometimes for forwards and posts is just making their free throws.
Most definitely.
But you got to be good at it.
To go. Niemeyer with a nice solid 8 points here in the first half.
Burns seeming to pressure Verdreska the whole court up. Good back cut there by Moody. She is feeling it.
Gets
Does
her
not get
foot
it to
on
go.
the line. Niemeyer gets the rebound. Outlets it.
And
Emma Perry swings it over to Jackson. Now the Eagles are running in transition. They'll slow it down here and get into their offense.
Seem to be looking inside, get it in there. Good kick out. Oh, mishandled catch and travel.
That'll lead to the travel. Very obvious, Geelan, early in the game. We talked about it. Their key, get the ball inside, and so far, I mean, it has been clear and obvious that is what they're trying to do.
Absolutely. They're trying to feed Niemeyer at all times they can and then possibly kick out, or she just goes up with it.
Early Niemeyer, you know, if she's one-on-one, she's going to try and score that every single time. But if they're double-teaming her, which they have started to do here, as Iman checks out, especially, I'm sure they're going to double-team now.
Yeah.
She'll look to kick out to shooters Jackson, Perry, and Burns.
And probably smart of Coach Boone there to check Iman out. You don't want her to pick up the third foul, and I know she hasn't yet, but the odds are not in your favor the longer she's in.
Most definitely. It's hard to go 8 minutes of any basketball game without fouling. And
there's another travel call.
Traveling violation on the Eagles. The Eagles are hurting themselves a lot early. Not even unforced turnovers of just giving away possessions.
That might be 8 turnovers already for the Eagles.
And maybe 2 of them are forced turnovers, like steals. I think the rest are travels or just throwing the ball out of bounds. Burns playing great full court defense, really turning her defender.
There's
she gets another steal.
And that'll be a jump ball there. Go back to the Indians.
Possession will stay with the Indians. Burns is really doing a good job putting pressure on the Indians guards in the full court.
100%. They just don't seem comfortable with the full court pressure. And now let's see Jackson joining in the party.
This is number 12, Emma bringing it up. She gets it cross half court. Maddie with the front. Eagles pressure, you know, basketball coaches, they pressure you a lot for 2 reasons. 1, to either speed you up, and 2, to make you take quick shots. And so far, it looks like the Eagles are doing a great job speeding the Indians up.
Absolutely. They have not gotten into the flow when they got pressured.
Especially with Iman out of the game. When they can't get the ball inside, you can tell that is what they want to do.
Good great there by Jackson. Right hand.
Oh, good scoop finish there by Jamie Jackson. She gets her first bucket of the night, her 3rd point.
Good job there by the Indians getting it in quick, not letting the Eagles set up their press. And there's a good deflection by Gabby Burns, though. Her defense is kind of taking over this game. Not letting the Indians get into it after the Indians came out in the second quarter just on fire.
Burns has definitely changed the whole tone of this game. The Indians came out on fire in this quarter, and Gabby knew she had to heat up the guard, so it could be harder to get it into Iman. And ever since Iman came out, she's picked up a couple steals and a couple easy baskets.
Absolutely. right now the Indians are trailing the Eagles by 6, 23-17. And sorry about the score bug. We are experiencing some technical difficulties.
Leading the way for the Indians is number 10, Ella Moody with 10 points, and number 30 for the Eagles, Maddie Niemeyer with 8. Pretty balanced scoring attack from the Eagles with Niemeyer with 8, Perry with 5, Burns with 4, and Jackson with 3. Also, Katie Chester with 3 off the bench.
So far, the 3-ball hasn't been a huge deal, or by either team, both hitting 2 so far.
That's definitely 2 from Moody, and then the 1 from Perry and 1 from Chester. Eagles obviously keeping up the full court pressure as it seemed to be working great for them.
Oh, and they get it on the back cut.
Great press breaker
Kick
drawn
to
up by the
3.
St. Joe.
Gracie Moody for 3. Does not go.
Good one-handed rebound there by Burns. Eagles looking to run in transition.
See, even there, the Eagles pressing, they broke it, but they take a quick shot that isn't in rhythm.
And Jackson on a great drive gets fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. It's a great point, Garrett. You know, like I said earlier, they do it to, teams press you to either speed you up or make you take quick shots, and there they broke it. They didn't get super sped up, but then they took a really quick shot, and the Eagles got exactly what they wanted as. Now Jackson will miss her first 2.
That's her second missed free throw of the game.
Unusual from Jamie. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter.
Absolutely.
Gets her second one to go. 24-17 now in favor of the Eagles. Looking like a little half-court trap now.
Yep.
Burns will now be on Moody. Moody's been shut down here in the second quarter. Indians slowing it up here, trying to just stay patient, not be too pressured on offense.
Looks like they'll go back to their continuous ball screen.
Moody sets a screen there.
Eagles, rather, good job guarding both times.
Madraska dribbling the ball. Here comes another screen. The older Moody steal. Trying to get an outlet pass. Got a little tip. Perry still comes up with it. Drives in. Oh, hits the cutter. Jackson. Looked like a lot of movement. They're going to call an offensive foul.
That will be Jackson's first, so no harm too bad right now.
Looked like a little bit of a flop there, maybe.
Could have almost been a travel more so than a charge.
That was what I would think. I think the Eagles would prefer that, obviously, keeping the fouls out of Jamie's stat book.
Yeah.
Checking in now for the Eagles is number 21, Becca Hall. Good Euro step by Moody. Gets the foul.
That foul be on Perry or Hall? It'll be on Hall.
Hall checks into the game, picks up a quick foul. Moody trying to get her first points of the quarter here from the free throw line as she gets the first one to go. Moody looks like a very confident free throw shooter at the line, G-Lynn.
She kind of looks like a very confident shooter all around with those 2 threes earlier.
Most definitely. She looks in control of the game most of the time for the Indians. She misses that one. Niemeyer with the rebound. Eagles bringing it up pretty slow now, trying to get into their offense.
Looking inside for Burns here. We got a little bit of mismatch, I think. Or at least they feel.
They felt like they had a mismatch. Niemeyer on the outside here. Gets it to
Becca
Paul.
Hall for 3. Blocked.
What's her shot? Swatted. 14 with the big block there. Good back cut. What are they going to call? They're going to call another traveling violation. These two teams are beating themselves with a lot of turnovers early in this game.
I'm not sure that I saw a travel there, but I know the Eagles will not complain about that one after some of the calls earlier.
Most definitely. High ball screen. Starting
Take a
off.
pop there.
A lot of dribbling going on
Good
right
pressure
now
by Francesca there. Kicks it to Niemeyer on the roll.
Doesn't catch it. That'll be another turnover.
Oh.
Broden bringing the ball up the floor. Good take. Good block by Niemeyer. Let's get a replay of that.
Don't know if we'll have one.
Niemeyer did a great job. Indians are running that same inbound play.
Corner for Moody, air ball, just too long.
Moody's hot streak seems to be running off a little bit here in the second quarter.
Hall dribbling the ball up, gets it to Burns. Back to Jackson, reset.
The Eagles getting back into their offense. A lot of different set plays, a lot of different offenses.
Here comes the double, kicks out to Burns for 3. Money.
Gets it to go. And again, the Eagles playing inside out, gets him another bucket. You can just see getting the ball inside is a huge part of the Eagles offense.
Brings it to a 9-point game. But there's another quick shot. Yes, you're open, but you're not in rhythm.
And that's exactly what the Eagles are wanting. And a foul gets picked up 94 feet away from the basket. That'll be, let's take a look at a replay of Burns' 3. She buries it from the corner after the pass out by Niemeyer. Niemeyer gives a little fist pump there of excitement. Score now 27-18.
Great kick out there by Niemeyer. She feels the double team, kicks it out to Burns in the corner for the 3.
Jackson will head to the line now as the Eagles are in the bonus.
Spainhour comes in for Niemeyer with just 1:08 left in the quarter. Maybe just doesn't want Niemeyer to pick up her second foul. Spainhour is a good enough defender, especially with Iman not in the game.
You could see right when Iman came into the game, the Indians came back and tied it as Jackson gets her first one to go. But right when Iman came back into the game in the second quarter, it started going the Indians' favor, and pretty much since she went out, it's been all Eagles.
Which I'm kind of surprised Coach Boone has kept her out of the second quarter, where she didn't get pulled because she picked up her 3rd foul. She just got pulled because Coach just didn't like what was going on or something.
Yeah.
But
I figured she'd probably get her a couple minutes of break and maybe get her in for the last 2 minutes and tell her just don't foul whatever you do.
Absolutely, but now with an 11-point game and still not checking her into the game.
Becca Hall playing good full court defense, putting pressure on Wells. Wells a good shooter.
Shoots 47% from 3. You do not see that very often in any sort of basketball.
Super impressive numbers from Wells. Foul on the floor. On Hall, I think that'll be her second.
That will, and now Fancher will come check in for Hall.
48.1 seconds remaining here in the half. Eagles up 11.
Coach Rock has really used the bench, already playing 9 players throughout the game. Good pass, or look at least there.
Kick out back to Moody at the top of the key for 3. Doesn't get it to go. That'll be an offensive rebound though for Wells.
And she throws it away. Burns slows up, gets it to Jackson. Jackson looking up court. Almost as always, you'll see her look up court looking for the home run pass.
Rocker saying they're going to hold for 1 here. Jamie had a count on her, sends it over to Perry. 19 seconds remaining here. Indians trying to pressure. 10 seconds left. Eagles will look to get the last shot.
There's 7. They got to be in their play now.
5.
Burns with the pop shot. No.
Doesn't they look to go? Spainhour.
Up. Oh.
Get it to go.
Might have been the furthest shot attempt Spainhour has ever attempted.
Most definitely. All right, we've reached the halfway point, halftime here from Liberty, Missouri. The Liberty North Eagles are up 29-18. You're watching ESPN 3, Big Monday Basketball.
Fans, if you would please direct your attention to the court now for tonight's halftime entertainment presented by Crowley Furniture. Tonight, Logan and Mitch will have 1 minute to play. Free throw ending, 3-pointer contestants. Are you ready? Get set. Go!
Do talk. Okay, can you hear us now? Okay. Well, tell us when we're live. Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome your Liberty North High School Junior Varsity Golden Girls.
Now let's take our eyes to center court as the award-winning Liberty North Golden Girls begin their performance. Thank you very much for that performance, Golden Girls. Now let's send it to another break. You're watching basketball here on ESPN 3.
First ever Princess Breakfast. Kids will dine with the princesses in a real ballroom and have the opportunity to take pictures and do crafts with each princess. For additional information, flyers are available at the ticket booth and concession stand or go to the Liberty North High School Golden Girls Facebook page.
Welcome back to ESPN 3 Big Monday Basketball. We have a special video from one of our own here at Liberty North. Mr. Dennis Bunch has been a part of our men's basketball program since the opening of the school and will be retiring at the end of the year. Let's take a look at 94 feet with Coach Bunch.
Trevor Larrett reports.
What piqued your interest in stats?
I wasn't very good in basketball, so way back in high school, as I had friends playing basketball, one day I asked coach if there was anything I could do, and I began doing stats back then. I was a manager through high school in basketball and kept stats all the time too.
Is there anything you would like to say about your retirement?
I'm going to miss being around here, miss the players, miss all the students, the people I work with, the coaches, teachers. I'm going to miss it.
Any favorite moments from your time at North?
You can't get away from the years 2 and 3 when we went to state. That was special. I told the kids then that through all my high school career, through my kids' high school career, we never went to state, so that was pretty spectacular. All the district championships, those were special too. There's just been a whole lot of special memories.
What do you have to say to this year's team?
Keep working. Remember the program principles. Defend, rebound, take care of the ball. Be your best. That's what we've got to do.
Any future plans after your retirement?
Not yet. One reason that I'm retiring this year as opposed to next year is I have aging parents and I'm an only child. We have 4 grandkids and we lost a son last March. There are more important things than money, and trying to plan for retirement in that respect, we're going to spend some time with family.
What do you do here at North?
I'm working special education and with a math focus, and right now teach pre-algebra, algebra, and I co-teach a geometry class.
And what do you do in your free time?
Puzzles, games, computer stuff, that kind of thing.
Here, a beautiful night here in Liberty, Missouri. We'll be back with the second half here pretty soon. Let's take it to another commercial break.
Believes in its customers and their
Welcome back to ESPN 3 Big Monday Basketball as the second half is just getting underway here with the Eagles starting with the ball.
The score is 29-18. The Eagles lead. They did great coming out in the second quarter. Lauren Iman for the Indians, one of their key players, has 2 fouls. If you're just joining us and need a quick update on the game, and the Eagles definitely took advantage of that and jumped out to an 11-point lead.
Yeah, the Iman started the second quarter and played about 2.5 minutes, and the game was tied. But once she went out in fear of getting her 3rd foul, the Eagles went on a little 11-point run, and Maddie Niemeyer gets the baseline jumper to go. That is her 10th point of the night and extends the Eagles' lead to 31-18.
Good find there. Good confidence by Niemeyer to trust herself and shoot that shot.
Yeah, we've seen all baskets from basically in the paint tonight from Niemeyer. Number 5 lets that 3-ball fly. Natalie Keller. Emma Perry brings it up. Good pass by Niemeyer.
Kicks to Perry.
3-ball. Perry gets a 3 to go. Great start to the second half by the Eagles.
There's 5 quick points, and the Indians really need something going really soon. before this game gets out of hand.
Most definitely. The full court pressure by Burns is staying throughout the second half as the Indians guards are probably not looking too much forward.
Yeah, she forced a lot. She forced two turnovers all by herself that led to layups, and they sped them up a lot and made them take quick shots.
Great scoop shot there by Lauren Iman. As you can just tell, she's a huge part of the team, and it was just a killer. She had 2 fouls
Absolutely.
in the first half. She's got fresh legs, though, and she's ready to go in the second.
And she's really the only matchup they have a chance at with against Niemeyer.
They're the only evenly sized part. Good pass. And
one.
Rachel Spainauer. Great look there. Is that Gabby? I believe that was Gabby Burns on the pass.
I believe so, too.
Great look.
Good foul call on number 12, Emma Orozco.
Those are, Spainauer, pardon me, her first 2 points of the game.
Let's take a look at the replay. Great pass by Burns and one. She heads to the line to try and get the old 3 points the old-fashioned way. Doesn't happen. Niemeyer, the offensive rebound. Good
Kicks
pass
to
out
Burns.
Short of the tripper. Jackson gets the rebound after fighting for it. Kind of a cluster of basketball going on here.
Like we said in the
She
first
looks
half.
like she stepped out of bounds. That ball's out on the Indians.
We might have had a better angle there than the ref did to see that.
It's unfortunate for the Eagles. Ball will stay Indians in favor of the Indians. Eagles are just making it even hard for the Indians to get the ball in.
Yeah, Indians just do not seem to be able to handle the pressure that the Eagles are forcing on them.
They look like they're just taking a second to catch their breath until Moody drives in.
Moody, who kind of carried the Indians in the first half with Iman out, has over half of the Indians' points.
With 11, and 10 of those came in the first quarter, so you could just tell what a second quarter that was by the Eagles. That pass is intercepted by Emma Perry. She doesn't have numbers. Looks like she's going to push in transition anyway. Good pass to Gabby Burns. Goes up on the left. Soft off the glass. Gabby Burns having one of her highest scoring games so far in the season. It's only the third quarter. She has 9. She's gotten to double digits a couple times, but she's on pace to probably set her season high tonight. Good roll there by Iman. Good find. Can't come up with a catch, though, and that'll be Eagles' ball. Eagles up 18 now, and the Indians need to find a way to stop the bleeding.
And the best part about Burns' game so far tonight that I've loved is not only has she been scoring the ball for them, but she's been the defender for them. She's forced a ton of turnovers and pressured them into shooting quick shots.
She's kind of reminding me of Marcus Garrett at the University of Kansas. You know, really good defender, can get downhill and score when she needs to, but really making her impact felt on the defensive end.
Of course you have to bring up Kansas, huh?
I had to bring up my Jayhawks. Had a rough game this weekend, beside the point. Niemeyer with the one dribble drive. Doesn't get it to go. Spainauer tips it out to Jackson. Jackson ducks her head,
Left
goes up with the
hand.
left hand, gets fouled.
And that's going to be Iman's third.
Maybe a little bailout there by Jamie. Kind of just ducked her head and chucked one up, but the Eagles will take whatever they can get at this point.
It will not be on Iman, actually. It will be on Lauren Wells, who I'm not sure if she was even near the play, but the Indians are definitely going to be benefit from that with Iman being able to stay in the game.
Jackson gets her first one to go. That'll give the Eagles a 19-point lead around halfway through the third quarter here.
And the Broden twins will check in for the Indians.
Both freshmen. Impressive that they're both playing varsity already as Jackson gets her second one to go.
Wells bring the ball up the court for him now. Verjeska is not on the court. She's been their point guard throughout most of the game.
Looks like they're pretty much just trying to get it out of whoever Burns is guarding's hands, and she has just been causing havoc on the defensive end so far this game.
Look to be unsure of what they're in offensively. Moody kind of just dribbling the ball at the top, waiting for everyone to get set up. Iman finally comes up for the screen.
It's a big screen there by Iman.
Moody now trying to post up. Burns doesn't get the look.
Niemeyer is used to being normally the tallest player on the court, but I think Iman has her tonight.
Yeah, she seems to be a few inches taller. I don't know if it's listed. They're both listed at 6'2".
Iman might have her by a half inch or
Yeah.
so. Maybe it's just a shoe difference. I'm not sure. Both are big key factors of their team tonight.
Absolutely, and the Indians really seem unsure of what they're in.
Eagles doing a great job of extending pressure. Really trying to speed the Indians up.
Indians
doing a great
dribbling
job.
on. Oh, there's a shot by Lauren Wells. Does not get to go.
That shot not in a great amount of rhythm there by Wells. They pick up a foul about 80 feet away from the basket.
And that might be the third one that the Indians have picked up that far away. And that will be on Iman, her third.
That's a tough third foul to pick up that far away from the basket when probably the result isn't even going to be that great.
You can see Coach Boone is not very happy with that.
Gonna run a ball screen here for Jackson. Niemeyer rolling.
Oh,
Has it
rolls wide
open.
open. Does not get it to
Had
her.
a tough angle. Hits Perry
Corner.
though for the corner three. Doesn't get it. Jackson will
gets
rebound
the
it. Eagles will back it out. Trying to take some time off the clock here. Get a really good shot.
And that's been a really impressive thing that I've noticed about the Eagles is they've gotten really good looks so far.
It's Maddie Niemeyer, as we say that, takes not the best shot in the world.
Announcer Jinx, huh?
A fading away hook shot from about
Over
10
the tallest
feet.
player on the court. Probably not the best idea.
Especially when you're up 20 and just probably need to get great shots. But Niemeyer's had a pretty good game tonight. She just absolutely hammers Moody on the drive.
Moody almost still able to get it to fall. I'm not really sure if they have an offense to that. It kind of seems like they're just going 4 low and letting Moody drive, which I don't really understand that because you'd have help defenders right there.
Most
but
definitely. You'd almost want to go 4 high or at least 4 on the weak side.
yeah, maybe they have some continuing action and Moody's just been improvising.
Yeah, beating her player off the dribble.
As she got the first one to fall there.
2 bigs for the Eagles coming out, and checking in will be Fancher and Chester. Eagles going small here, trying to speed it up, maybe get this game out of reach.
And we really like to thank all the people watching. If you're a big sports fan, I know you know the national championship for football is on tonight. And right now, it's in the second quarter, I believe. So thank you for tuning in to us as well. Timeout there by Coach Rock.
Good timeout there by Coach Rock, avoiding a 10-second call.
And as you can see, Coach Rock, I think that timeout was probably just for the 10-second call. He has to be very happy with what he's seen so far.
Most definitely, but you know, Coach Rock is he's your typical basketball coach, though. You know, he's gonna find the negative and even the most positive game you can ever see.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, if he's seeing something, he's gonna let his girls know because it's still pretty early in the season, and you know they're just playing to get ready for March.
And it's still early in the game. I mean, yes, I know you have a 19-point lead and all the momentum's on your side, but it's basketball. It's a funny thing. It can always work out where the other team can come back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of runs, as they say. And, you know, Eagles have had a couple big ones so far, but there's nothing stopping the Indians from going on a real quick run and making this a ball game at any time.
Yeah, they get 3 baskets real quick. You can get down to a 10-point game, and you just never know where it can go from there.
Most definitely, Garrett. Jackson inbounds.
Oh, almost throws it away, and
Jackson does a good job retrieving the ball. Eagles just need to calm down here. Looks like the Indians are trying to pressure a little bit more. Burns drives in, kicks out. Good one more pass.
Oh.
Good drive by Jackson. Scoop shot, not going to go.
Doesn't have the angle there.
Probably could have even kicked it out for maybe Perry. Was that over on the wing?
I think
for
it was
3?
Burns in the corner.
Okay. She's proven she can knock it down tonight. Looks like the Indians are trying to get something to the high post here. Good deflection by Chester. Moody drives in again. Good block by Gabby Burns.
Kick out for 3. Lauren Wells, their best 3-point shooter, not on tonight.
Gary, you said she was what percent did you have her at for 3-point?
We were told 47%.
I mean, that is a ridiculous clip shooting threes. I mean, you talk about some of the best shooters of all time. I mean, I don't know exactly how many she's made, but no matter what number it is, that's a ridiculous clip so far this season.
Absolutely. And, I mean, with she's already shot 2 tonight, so you got to think the number's not too small.
Yeah, I would have to assume so. She's getting good minutes. Good look there by Dylan Fancher. Just probably needed to drop off a little bounce pass, and it'll end up as a turnover, but a good look nonetheless. Here comes Moody in transition again, swings it over to the corner.
Shot there. Money by Verjaska. I don't. Sorry, we're not 100% sure.
That is a tough one to pronounce there, I'm going to be honest with you. Great shot by number 12 nonetheless. Good crossover by Perry. 43 seconds left remaining here in the third quarter. Eagles need to just not react to this pressure, handle it, be strong with the ball, and get great looks. As Dalen Fancher jacks up a 3 off the back iron, not going to go. 25 seconds left here. Lauren Wells drives in. Good Euro step move to the bucket. Gets a layup.
Gets it this fall.
This game is all of a sudden only 14.
And with that pressure, and Liberty North turned it over really quick. Oh,
Katie Chester mid-range not going to go. Gabby Burns is there for the rebound. They've got 5. Do they know how much time's on the clock? Jackson loses the ball.
and the ball will roll out of bounds as the buzzer goes off.
Alrighty, and at the end of the third quarter, the Eagles are ahead 40-26. We'll be back in a second with more ESPN 3 Big Monday basketball. This is where we have to just kind of wing it now, right?
Yeah, because we're here, not at right ends.
Okay.
We would only have one here. Well, no, we just come back, and then we sign off at the end of the game. So
Okay. We are back here live with the action of the fourth quarter here on ESPN 3. Eagles start the quarter ahead 40-26 over the St. Joe Central Indians.
And we actually started the fourth quarter with something that you sometimes see in basketball. It's rare, but when teams are slow getting out of the huddle, sometimes the ref will just drop the ball and start their 5 count, and it's on the team coming out of the huddle and inbounding the ball from there. There's a shot, not really in rhythm.
Burns picks up the rebound. She's going to bring it up, hits Jackson ahead. Eagles have numbers, and that is going to be a foul on number 5, Natalie Keller.
Maybe a good foul there, inadvertent obviously, but stops the fast break and lets them reset their defense.
Definitely. You can expect to see more of that run-2 at the ball type of defense here by the Indians, as it kind of got them a couple buckets there in the fourth quarter.
I really like the game number 12 for the Eagles. Gavin Burns is playing so far. She's had great defense, hit a 3, gotten 9 points, which is close to her season high, as well as getting a lot of boards and dishing out some assists.
Yeah, she's been a huge factor tonight for the Eagles, for sure.
And I think she has a block as well there at the end of the third.
She's just doing a great job creating havoc on the defensive end.
I believe Iman is starting the fourth quarter on the bench. I don't know if they'll look to bring her in later and just have her play from the 5-minute mark on. There's a block by Spainhour, gets it out, Perry, and that's going to be a foul or travel? Travel.
Violation.
I think that ball might have got hit out of her hands, but she lost possession for a second. But
and Coach Rock will burn a timeout here early in the fourth quarter.
Wants to make sure he gets the girls settled down before it gets too close or out of hand. And, I mean, once the Indians hit a few shots and just get going. And here, what do you think the Eagles are talking about? Coach Rock, he seems kind of fired up in there.
I would say, probably what they're saying is, they know the Indians are going to have to start sending pressure. He's probably drawing up something to, first off, he's probably just telling them to be tougher with the ball, not just turn around and give them easy opportunities to score in transition, but he's also probably trying to spot up a way to spread out the pressure and not let the double teams affect him so much.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they do bring the double team, they'll be able to see it real quick, and the person who the girl that is double teaming comes off of just comes to the ball.
That's the easiest way to break it. Indians have the ball.
Could get it down to an 11-point game here. Inbounds it to Moody.
11 points makes this an incredibly interesting game.
And Moody, who had 11 in the first half, has only hit a free throw or two here in the second.
Good defense there by the Eagles. Indians are still running the little ball screen motion, dribble drive type action. And they're going to call a foul there.
I believe it'll be a Spain hour.
Looks like Niemeyer got popped in the nose there. Oh, she's bleeding. Let's take a look at the replay here on that foul. There you can see Niemeyer does get popped in the nose a little bit. She has to come out.
Kay Chester will check in for her. And Iman will be checked in kind of as a counter substitution.
Yeah.
Chester not as much of a threat to, doesn't draw the fouls as much as Niemeyer does down there in the post.
If there's a time for the Indians to get back in this game, it is right now. With Niemeyer on the bench and Ivan on the floor. They're gonna look. They have the advantage now on the offensive and defensive end on the inside.
Absolutely.
He gets both free throws to go, and it is now only a 12-point game compared to the 20-point game we had not too long ago.
Absolutely. Jackson does a great job breaking the press.
Good pass.
Burns inside. Kate Chester for three. Misses.
A little short. Burns on the ball.
And Chester gets her own rebound. Jackson passes up and resets.
Eagles should stay patient and just get a great look here.
Absolutely.
No reason to force anything at this point in the game.
Burns trying to post up Moody.
Jackson on the drive, hits it into Burns. Out to Spainhour.
She will not be shooting the three.
Eagles doing a good job, taking some time off the clock, using it to their advantage, just trying to get a great look here. About halfway through the fourth quarter.
Need to get out of that corner. Definitely should have trapped there if I was the Indians.
Smart decision there by Gabby Burns, passing up the open mid-range, trying to get a better look.
Kicks to Perry rather, not a great pass, has to throw to Chester, and she throws it away. Broden gets out and running and finishes with the right.
And this game is down to 10.
Almost could have been a foul. Would have gotten to single digits.
We have a great finish brewing here in the field house. Jackson needs to look up. She has Perry wide open.
I believe that's 10 unanswered points by the Indians.
Yeah, big run here, just like we talked about. That's all the Indians need.
And Niemeyer will be checking back in.
Looks like she's got a little plug in her nose.
And 3 seconds in the lane on Rachel Spainhour. That will be a turnover, but Niemeyer does get to check back in.
10-point game now here. 4:46 left. And
timeout, St. Joe.
Interesting development we have here, Garrett. I mean, I'm not sure if the Eagles are trying to, not score. And here we have some replays of the whole game we'll take a look at.
And there's a kick. Niemeyer with the jumper baseline.
That was her last bucket. Iman banging inside. Great scoop shot with the right hand, showing good post presence.
Burns with a great dish to Spainhour. For Spainhour's only 2 points. And that great layup.
That was the steal we just saw.
To get it down to a 10-point game.
Garrett, if you would have told me this game was going to be 10 points, maybe 20 minutes, 10, 20 minutes ago, I would not have believed you. It looked like the Eagles were in complete control of this game.
Yeah, it looked like they were on pace to win by 30, maybe more. Just Indians could get absolutely nothing going for them, but their defense has kind of changed this game in a similar way to that. Gabby Burns' defense changed the game for the Eagles in the first half.
As you mentioned, Garrett, they're just trapping the ball. They're really just running one person to the ball, and it's just causing the Eagles a lot of trouble handling the ball. And also the Eagles haven't been quite as aggressive getting the ball inside here in the second half. And you can credit some of that to the Indians doing a good job taking away. And also, I mean, Iman back in is a big part of that as well.
And something surprising for me, at least, I know some high school coaches don't believe in it, but neither team has gone to a 2-3 zone despite the fact that neither team has shot the ball well.
Yeah, and I mean, the Eagles' kryptonite, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the zone has really killed them all year as Moody's bringing the ball up the court, swings it over to Broden. But yeah, no zone, all strictly man-to-man defense. A good man-to-man defense at that. I mean, they're doing a great job pressuring the ball and forcing a lot of turnovers on both ends.
Threw in a press now and then, trap rather. Yeah. But yeah, been mainly man-to-man, and even with that trap, when it got broken, went straight back to it. Offensive rebound there. Kicks out to Wells, swings it.
Good spin move by Broden.
Left hand, gets the foul call. Second be on Spanauer. Niemeyer.
Got that foul on.
That will be her second.
Niemeyer has been having some issues with foul trouble. Good job by her staying out of it this game as she gets the first one to go. That is Charlize Broden.
Now this is just a single digits game, and now it's down to 8.
Incredible comeback by the Indians.
And really, other than having to sub in Katie Chester, Coach Rock has not made substitutions this half, or rather quarter, sorry. And that kind of surprising with the Eagles having nothing going for them and not having scored in. They might not have scored this quarter, honestly.
They will get a blocking foul there, and Jackson will head to the line to shoot 2. Yeah. Like you said, G-Lin, they have not scored this quarter. You could say it's surprising, but Coach Rock, it's about halfway through the season. Still early, but he knows he knows who to play, and he has faith in all the girls on the court right now. As Jackson gets her first one to go. Huge point. Just needed to get the lid off for the Eagles.
Needed to see the ball go through the hoop just for the entire team.
Yeah. Builds confidence up. Jackson's second one on the way.
This
is good.
And that gets her double-digit points on the evening. As we mentioned last Tuesday, she scored 29 points, which tied the school record. That will be a kickball violation.
Yeah, just an incredible performance by Jackson. 29, I mean, that's a lot in any high school game.
That's a lot in any basketball game, period.
Period. Boys and girls, regardless. I mean, that's just a phenomenal performance that Jackson had. That also earned her all-tournament team honors in that Ray Peck Invitational Tournament.
Yeah, a little confusion here. Not sure if they're subbing or...
Emma Verdraska
do not get to sub here. So got to the scores table too late.
3:49 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Eagles get the double-digit lead back after Jackson's free throws.
Screen and roll there.
Refused
Kicks to Iman.
Iman not the biggest threat to shoot on the outside, but inside is where she is more dominant as they get the ball to her. She doesn't catch it.
With the steal.
Eagles just need to take some time here, get a great possession.
I would say you do not shoot this ball unless you are point-blank range. And Emma Perry
cutting to the basket. Niemeyer missed Emma Perry for a wide-open 3. She just looked the wrong way.
Absolutely, and she could have had a layup even.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she had nobody in front of her.
We'll see what baseline play they call here.
Similar to the Indians, the Eagles run most of their inbounds plays out of the same set.
And there's a steal, bad pass. Just don't force that there.
And Iman does a great job reaching around, getting the steal.
Broden with the floater, and she got it back down to an 8-point game with 3 minutes left in the game. Good kick ahead to Spanauer. Perry to Niemeyer. I would not shoot this. I'd take a breath, and there's a good look.
That's a good look, though. They'll take that one all day.
Great pass by Gabby Burns there, and Rachel Spanauer with the finish.
Gabby Burns doing a great job facilitating the game tonight.
And
Moody with buries the pull-up jump shot, gets it right back to an 8-point game.
And that really is her first field goal attempt we've seen since the first quarter.
And Coach Rock takes the timeout, even though Rachel Spanauer was probably going to head to the line there and shoot 2. Rock just wants to slow the game down and tell the girls they don't have to take any quick shots.
Absolutely. I think he was probably calling that timeout when they were about half court, and the refs just didn't hear him until that happened.
And let's take a look at some replays here. Here's that great shot by Iman. Here's great pass by Burns into Spanauer again.
Broden with the layup. And here's another one. There's the floater that got it to an 8-point game.
Incredible comeback here. Great show of heart this half by the Indians. As they were faced with you either can quit and get blown out of the gym, or you can fight back, and that's exactly what they've done.
And credit to Coach Boone to get the girls to come back and play, and not just say, you know what, guys, we're down 20. It's already the second half. It's a Monday night game rather. It's a good one, but come back. But they've come back and really responded.
Yeah, they've shown a great sign of toughness, and that's exactly what their coach wants to see. They've proven early in the season they're a good team, and getting beat by 20 is just probably not in their DNA. And they've just done a great job fighting back into this one.
Yeah, especially with this being a road game and having hardly any fans in the crowd.
Yeah. Also, St. Joe is the farthest game for Liberty North to play, so they've got a good 45, 50-minute drive before this. They go into Niemeyer. She draws an immediate foul. Great play draw up there by Coach Rockers, sends Niemeyer to the line.
Niemeyer will have a chance here to get to 12 points on the evening.
That will, if she does make either one of these free throws, will lead her team in scoring, as her and Jackson are both tied right now at 10. She buries the first one, gets the first one to go, makes it a 9-point game. That was a big free throw there. Checking back in for the Indians, Lauren Iman. Surprised she was out there, and great job by the Eagles taking advantage of it, getting the ball inside.
Absolutely, and that might have been a benefit, because had she picked up that foul, she would have 4 and been 1 away from fouling out.
Definitely. And even though Iman only has 4 points on the scoreboard, she just creates an impact in there with her size, and especially on the defensive end.
Absolutely.
Preventing the ball from going inside to Niemeyer. As they go right
Moody
into her.
kicks it in. Probably
goes over her right shoulder. Niemeyer with hands getting tipped around. And it'll go in favor of the Eagles.
Checking Iman out now, so she does not get her foul, as we stated. But Maddie Keller does have 4 fouls, so maybe a questionable call. But Iman probably means a little bit more offensively.
Yeah.
Great kick ahead, great extra pass and finish by Maddie.
And Niemeyer gets her 14th points of the night there. Great 2 passes, good hit ahead, and then another good one more pass by Spanauer.
Not really sure what the Indians are doing here, kind of just waiting, but they do not have time. It's under 2 minutes, and it's a 12-point game.
Moody
There's a good layup.
A good hesitation move, and she gets it right back to a 10-point game. She's keeping them alive. They're still alive.
She's really shown it all offensively today.
The Indians are probably going to have to foul. Jackson just goes up the whole entire court with her right hand. She gets fouled, and I'm pretty sure that'll put the Eagles in the bonus. She'll have a 1-on-1.
But she has missed 2 free throws already tonight.
Those were early. She's made, I believe, her last 4.
I believe so as well. Maybe 3.
Yeah. And Iman comes back in.
Just a little offensive, defensive substitution there. First one up and good for Jackson.
Garrett, me and you know a little something about offense, defense, and substitutions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Happens every once in a while.
Yeah, you can say that. Jackson with her second one on the way. Off the back iron, but she gets
her own rebound.
Goes not needed with the whoa, a charge call there.
Oh.
And it looked like Jackson kind of caught more of the contact, but that shot just, they didn't really need that shot there.
Yeah, probably should have just reset, maybe taken another 20 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, because, eventually, the Indians are down 11. They're just going to have to foul.
Absolutely.
Get the ball to Moody's hands here.
Might have to just jack up a 3 here, just to give them a chance.
The Indians have to go here. There's not that much time left in the game. They ran a little play maybe to set up a 3-pointer, but now they're just dribbling around, wasting too much time.
Yeah, they needed a shot within 10 seconds, and it's almost been 20. You don't have time to go through your offense.
Yeah, great job by the Eagles here.
You got 60 seconds left, down 11.
And Moody realizes it. She tries to penetrate. She kicks out, though.
Good decision
Throw up
there.
a floater. Niemeyer gets a tip.
And now stay here.
Send it to the Eagles' possession. From our angle, it looked like it might have been out on the Eagles, but not too sure. And here comes another sub. Putting in Natalie Keller for...
You got to think the Indians will foul here. Oh, and they're going to go deep to Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh, tips the ball away. Double. No.
I think it's because of the tip. They're going to say a foul on Spainhour.
Probably the person you do want to foul if you did want to foul anyone. She did miss her one earlier.
Her second, team 8th foul.
Yep, Spainhour definitely makes her impact on the glass. I mean, she's got great hands.
Yeah.
She can jump high. She's a volleyball player, and that's where her skill set comes into play.
Absolutely.
She knows her role, does it very well. She does switch the first free throw, though. Good stroke there. That brings it to a 12-point game, and it's starting to look a little bleak here for the Indians.
100%. Second one up, and nothing but net. Great shot by Rachel Spainhour.
Very confident looking to couple of free throws there.
Especially responding to her one.
No shot here. We got a timeout on the floor by the Indians, and you know, it looks like their hope is about run out here. Eagles are at 51-38 and have really just done a good job of answering
Indians at bay.
Yeah, I mean, they've just done a good job keeping the Indians at arm's length, never letting them get too close and get too much momentum. Every little run the Indians have gone on, the Eagles have pretty much stopped it, and that's probably going to get them the W here tonight.
Yep. 13 points in 45 seconds, definitely possible, but
it's gonna need somewhat of a, I don't want to say a miracle, but it'll have to be somewhat of a miracle, and
gonna need some help from the Eagles.
Most definitely. They're gonna have to speed them up. They're gonna have to foul. Update on the college football game. We are about 11:31 remaining here in the second quarter.
We will not tell you the score because our director has asked us not to, so he can go home and watch the game.
I apologize, but I'm sure you guys all have a very quick way of finding out.
Absolutely. We're in the second quarter with the Tigers. Actually, both teams are Tigers, so we cannot say that. So Clemson has the ball.
Coming back onto the floor here, both teams after the timeout. Moody is leading all scorers with 16 points. Niemeyer second with 14, and Jackson follows up with 11.
Hand off to Moody, trying to get her something going towards the
left-handed floater and one, and that's exactly what the Centrals need. They are still alive, barely breathing, but definitely still alive.
Do you miss this one, or do you make it and try and get the...
I think you try and make it and then just force the turnover on the inbounds
Great
play.
left hand, Burns comes down, definitely a foul.
Yeah, great
Gets a default.
great play drawn up there by coach, and great execution by the players.
Yeah,
Moody's 18th point.
You got to think that they're going to try and make it, yep.
Full court press, obviously, here by the Indians. Getting into the primary ball handler, Jackson. Good job backing out. He's trying to beat it with the dribble. Perry's got to come back to that ball. Moody gets another bucket. That's 21. 21 points on the night for Moody. She's had herself
just like that, it's back down to 8.
And as we were saying, Garrett, you know, it was looking bleak, but the Indians just will not go away.
5 points in 13 seconds. That'll do it for you.
That's incredible.
Let's take another look. Here.
You can see the steal. Just right up to Moody. Another bucket.
And I mean, if you're the Eagles here, I'm sorry, but just hold the ball. Like, it's a 10-second count. You're good with throwing 10 seconds off.
They're going to have to foul you, and if you just hold the ball, chances are they're going to foul you even before the 10-second count.
Get the ball in the hands of Jackson or Perry.
Definitely just have to be more aggressive, though, coming back to the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that they're playing to foul right now. They're playing to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
So they're going to play. There's going to be contact, so you're just going to have to play through it, come to the ball, and be strong.
Absolutely.
Eagles do that. Only 31 seconds left.
We'll see if Coach Boone just drew up a play or drew up a trap here.
I would guess it's some sort of trap.
Looks to be they switched that.
Looks like a diamond. Swing it. Emma needs to bring the ball up. Good spin move.
Now
she just pick it up. Just pick it up. Yep, and they get the foul call. Exactly what the Eagles needed to do. Burned about, 11 seconds off the clock, and now they're shooting free throws with their best free throw shooter by far, Emma Perry.
Absolutely.
Exactly what the Eagles wanted right now.
Her 13th, 9th foul. Checking back into St. Joe Central from 23.
We'll see if Perry can bear these. It is a 1-and-1, so if she does miss the first, it will be up for grabs.
Perry has 8 points on the night. Make that 9. Very rarely. I've watched Emma play for about 3 years up here, and I'm not saying she never misses, but she's a very, very good free throw shooter.
She's a very good shooter overall.
And as I jinx her, but great rebound by Spainauer, and that fouls Perry again. Sending the best shooter right back to the line. A huge rebound by Spainauer. That just about does it here.
Foul call on number 10, Ella Mooney Hurst.
Pretty safe to bet that Perry's going to make both these after missing that one.
I would say so, but I don't want to jinx her again.
And
first one doesn't even touch
go.
the rim. Nothing but net. Sends it to a 10-point lead. And the second one is up. She gets it to go again. Very confident strokes. Gets her point total to 11. Tied with Jackson for second on the team, behind Niemeyer's 14.
Moody tries to get something going. Oh,
10
Hyman
seconds
was wide
left.
open.
Three
Deep
ball
three.
fired. Not going to go. Niemeyer tips it, and that'll just about
just
do
let it go.
They're going to foul it
There's a
anyways.
Maybe
That'll
didn't
send
realize how little
Jackson
time
to
was
get
left.
Jackson a couple more points tonight.
No reason for the Eagles to even be down there, but
yeah, the Eagles might as well just put their players back here and ride off into the sunset after this victory tonight. That'll big conference win for the Eagles here at home. Jackson bears the first.
And that'll be 3 straight wins for the Eagles going into the game against Liberty on Friday.
As we all know, that is a massive matchup. Most teams like to look at it as it's their most important game because it's the next game, but we all know the Liberty versus Liberty North game just means a little something special as Moody lets it fly.
One more.
And that'll do it here from the field house. Liberty North wins by a final score of 56-43, and we'll be right back after this quick break. The final score of tonight's game from Liberty, Missouri, the home team Eagles won by a score of 56-43. We want to thank our ESPN high school crew tonight for all the great work to bring you the game action. For Garrett Lynn, I'm Brock Niemeyer. You're watching ESPN 3. Big Monday basketball. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and are archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Have a good night, everybody.